Hey everyone, I'm just going to do a real quick overview of the group activity for the asynchronous students today. We basically just went straight into those, but I just wanted to have a quick little video up for instructions that I gave everyone else in class. So there's two kinds of questions that are going to be on the group activity. This is predominantly for the students who are working asynchronously. First set of problems, that's first six, you're just going to be tasked with sort of just identifying the bias that's present within the argument. Uh, there'll frequently be more than one of bias present, so make sure you explain your answer in some sense, right? Make sure you go into some sort of justification of precisely why you're characterizing the sort of the failure in the way that you are. So I'll be predominantly looking at those explanations. You can also feel free to identify more than one bias if you need to, or if you think more than one is at play. Sometimes there aren't frequently, indeed, there will be more than one at play. The second set of problems will be a little bit more challenging. It's where your students sort of going to have to combine the stuff dealing with these sort of social, cognitive, and psychological biases with the logical fallacies discussions that we've been having throughout the entire semester. So I'm going to give you a series of 3 arguments. Each of those arguments contains a logical fallacy. So your first task, you just need to identify what the logical fallacy is. But I also want you to do more than that. I want you to sort of try to reorient the conversation in a better direction, come up with some sort of response that sort of addresses the fallacy and gets the conversation or gets the inquiry back on track. But as a general rule, you probably have experience with this, right? Just telling people that they're wrong is rarely the most productive way of doing this, rarely going to produce good results. So what you're going to need to do is sort of come up with a more sophisticated response to the fallacy. You're going to need to sort of also sort of note the underlying bias that sort of led to the fallacy and come up with sort of a response that takes the person seriously, that treats them responsibly, while still pointing out the logical mistake, and all of this in an effort to try to sort of get people moving in better directions. All right, so that's pretty much all the introduction for the group activity for today. Those group activities, just a reminder for the asynchronous students, they're due by the end of the day today on Wednesday. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.